it was a special year for the Bolts. They had home ice advantage in the Eastern Conference Finals. The third time in the last 4 years they've gone to the Eastern Conference Final. That potent offense, 3.5 goals per game, and for the first time in franchise history, a Norris Trophy to Victor Hedman. But Johnny points out there is a clear area for improvement.
Sure.
The PK, how do they improve?
Well, they didn't change their personnel that much. They're not going to put a whole bunch of Bob Gainey's out there to say, hey, kill the penalties off for us. But they should have enough good players to get it done. Last year, you're talking about goals against, second worst in the league, penalty kill percentage, right down to the bottom. Not good enough for an elite level team like Tampa Bay. So unfortunately, what happens is that the assistants in charge of the special teams, they are removed from their jobs. New guys brought in. Jeff Halpern, being one of them, was a terrific penalty killer during his NHL career. And that will be a real area of focus. Not scoring goals, not our good goaltending, but penalty kill. If they can get that even to league average, 82, 83, that many more goal differential in their favor, because their power play is going to be able to score goals. They just got to keep them out of their own net.
See, I think those numbers are a sign of how good this team is, because how many teams in the NHL know exactly the two things they have to work on going into the next year? Other teams going in 5 or 6 things they got to work on. They got to find right wingers. They got to find defensemen. This team is rock solid. They're even going to be better for a couple of reasons. Miller, McDonough, they really didn't get into it last year. McDonough didn't have a great playoffs the way we thought when he went to Tampa. I think he's going to explode and have a great year. I think with that alone, that'll help the penalty killing, get him out, being the Ryan McDonough that we know. Same thing with Miller being a physical force. Also, I think this team will get things going up front. They've got Miller now. They got guys that are hungry. They got guys that are putting up big numbers but haven't won. I think that's what you'll see the coach talk about. Do you guys want to just be a bunch of guys that are easy to play against but put up big numbers, get paid very, very well, and at the end of the year, the Washington Capitals are carrying the cup around, the Pittsburgh Penguins are carrying the cup around. So I think there's a lot of room to challenge this team. And again, everybody's a year older. Sergeyev's a year older. That kid is going to be unbelievable. He'll help the penalty killing. You got Hedman coming off a Norris Trophy. He's certainly going to have a great year and a great start. The goaltender's rock solid.
Andre Vasilevsky,
so
wow.
This team, you just see the weapons. And again, you're sitting here, we know what they have to work on. They have to work into penalty killing and some of their defensive play.
Yep.
That defense is work. Defense is commitment. Defense is not talent. Defense is being in the right spot at the right time, blocking shots. That's what the coaches have to do, and that's why the coaching changes were made. They felt the other assistant coaches, maybe the message was becoming stale. Maybe they wanted a different perspective. A guy like Halpern was a great penalty killer in the NHL when he played for me in Tampa Bay. He's a great guy, a great competitor. I think that's a great fit. But they're just so good, just knowing two things I got to fix on, and we're fine. And that's basically all you have to do with Tampa.
I think you're absolutely right, John Cooper. It might be a little bit of a different-looking Tampa team, especially to start this year, because he recognizes we can score goals. And if we have to open it up, we can score goals. What we need to do is find the mindset that we can defend to win games, not just score to win games. That involves killing penalties, but also 5-on-5 play. And I think they will try to commit to that a little bit more early on in the season, try to get a bigger foundation of defense first, because the goal scoring is there. They got too many good players.
Nikita Kucherov is special.